Where are we, Claire?
Today we are on the Llyn Peninsula. We're in a place near Aberdaron. Ooh, and it's called Maud Fure campsite.
What a mouthful. So we stayed here last night. We turned up. We had a bit of time off to enjoy the rurality of it all. The ambience. And we're basically up on a windy hilltop, but it's fantastic. It's always a worry when you're in places like this. It's a stone. It's a stone. I thought it might be a nail.
Oh no.
Anyway, what about that ride in here?
Oof.
It was really, really interesting.
Yeah, single track, wasn't it?
Single track, yes. We got to one bit, and I was going down this country lane, one lane, and there were a cyclist at the back of me. But we had a little bit of a incident with the motorhome. So we're going down, taking it steady, with it being a single track lane. So I could see the cyclist in our rear view mirror, and he was riding right up at the back of us. So you got to think, big motorhome, you can't really see around, and then single track road. So we come to a corner, doing about 20 miles an hour, and there's a big bus coming the other way. So I put my brakes on, the bus puts his brakes on, but because the cyclist was so close to us, he almost hit the back of the motorhome. Now, I ain't got a thing about cyclists, by the way. I am a cyclist myself, so let's put that to bed straight away. But he started screaming at me, which is fine, letting me know that he were there. But then what he did was, he pulled around both me and the bus and just drove off, or rode off. There weren't really room to do that. So as he came past, I did say to him, oh, I'd seen you, don't worry. He just kind of like breezed me off, didn't he?
He did.
Went on, anyway, so he knows he's all right. But yeah, just watch out for people being close to you. But the bus driver were quite funny, weren't he?
He was really funny.
Because he came past and he rolled his window down and indicated for me to do the same. And he just said, oh, he's a bit of a miserable so-and-so, isn't he? And this is National Trust. Wow, look at this.
This is our campsite. It's 3 fields. You can see the beautiful Benimar in the top field.
Beautiful Benimar.
Yeah, and then there's a small field next to the toilet block.
If you have a look around, it is so peaceful.
We're at the top.
Look at that. It would have been amazing to do drone shots, but just wouldn't have worked. And I think, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to come off the gimbal. It's gonna blow away. Over there is Bardsey Island. It used to be inhabited, but Claire seems to think it's not anymore.
You can get a boat over there in good weather conditions from Aberdaron, which is behind there.
I mean, if we're honest, we're not entirely sure how much you can hear of this. So what we would like to say is that the location of this campsite is perfect, because although you can hear a little bit of wind, it's not like up at the top there.
No, we're quite sheltered there, look, we're in the dip.
It is sheltered, yeah, because we're sheltered by the hills, but when you get up onto the top, it's invigorating.
Yeah, here's my hair bushy.
And there is a cafe here, but we haven't used this cafe.
It's not been open.
But there is another cafe, it's just down there, and that was open, and we got a nice latte from there.
Yeah, and a cake.
And a cake. That's also a campsite. But if you just want something to eat and don't want to cook when you get here, then that is an option for you.
50p for the shower.
Ah, that's the thing. It's 50p.
It has to be a 50p.
It's a 50p for the shower.
And another thing with this campsite is they just told us to pitch up wherever we wanted.
So let's get everything together and move on.
If you are Welsh, you may want to take this opportunity to use the beautiful music and scenery to lower your heart rate and steady your breathing before these 2 linguists totally mispronounce the next location throughout the rest of this video. We should feel sorry for them, really. Especially Claire, who has to live her life with someone whose IQ is clearly lower than the motorhome thermostat.
Where are we now, Claire?
So we've moved on now, and we're in a campsite in Llangollen, and it's called Landley.
Right, it's a beautiful campsite. We've got an all-weather pitch.
Yep.
Got its own water, got its own electric, sun shining. We're going to have a quick look into town. This is our final destination on the tour. And as you can tell, it is now. Some people ask us where we got the name from. The name comes from St. Christopher, who is a patron saint of travel, and then the space shuttle Atlantis, because I once saw it and it looked weathered and battered. And this is what our motorhome looks like.
It's got worse actually, this trip I think.
It's got terrible. And essentially, really, this is the end of the season where all the fair weather campers start to go in, really, October. And there's just us hardcore people that stay out. But you can see it's, yeah.
That's the hand drying, so the section where we dry our things.
This is
So we're gonna
the clothesline.
We're going to be sorting it out, aren't we?
Yeah, I've got a question actually for you guys. You bikers, as you know, we've got the other channel, Biker of Atlantis. This will take 150 kilos, and we've seen where you can get a hitch and put a lightweight bike on. Now my bike's 168 kilos, so I know that won't get on, but maybe a Honda Monkey could get on. So what do you reckon, trailer or hitch? Let me know in the comments. So if you thought that was bad enough, this side's just off the chart. This is Blackstreet Kingdom. Look at it.
So we do need to get some more decals.
It looks like it's gone through atmosphere. Tell you what we do need. Decals. And we also need a good wash. Now, one of our subscribers says don't wash it yourself because he's come off his. He's in a right mess.
Yeah, he fell off the top.
I don't mean that in a bad way, you know.
No, yeah.
But he's not very...
Broke his shoulder.
It's embarrassing to say, Claire. Ours is the dirtiest
Yeah.
motorhome on the site. Everybody else
Washing the
is
motorhome
spanking.
is your job, Andrew. So,
I know.
yeah.
I mean, look, we've got bugs that have...
This has been bashed a bit as well, hasn't it? Can you just paint this?
Luckily, we're going to come back under the cover of darkness, so we're not embarrassed at the state of St. Chris II. If you're wondering how many miles we've done, well, we're coming up to 10,000 miles since we've had him. So we haven't done any like really long journeys into Europe or anything, but we have been using it every week. So we've got insurance for 10,000 miles. So we're now budgeting as mileage, aren't we?
Yes.
Which
We're
I
going to have
think
to now.
I think we'll be able to do, if I'm honest. Because we're coming to the end of our little journey, thought we'd share some behind the scenes facts with you. So we started our Wales tour back in August. I know that you're watching this in October, but it's just how it works. And the reason why it works like that is because a lot of people have been asking, you know, have we retired? How do we manage to do it? Well, we both work full time. So basically how we've done it is that in between working, we've come across to Wales, which is a minimum of 2 and a bit hours.
Quite a way.
And we've rushed in, had a look round, we planned out his video, and then come back. So that happened for Rhyl, Llandudno,
Rudlin.
Llandudno, actually, I was told how to pronounce it properly, and Rudlin. And then the past few videos, well, they've been done on a week-long tour, so we've been out for a week, which sounds amazing and relaxing. It is amazing. It's not as relaxing because we're trying to cram in as much as what we can, but it is fun and we love it. We absolutely love it. So during this time, we have had some casualties. So one casualty is, if you watch the Biker of Atlantis channel, then you'll see that I, or with the help of the wind, broke our tripod. So we're replacing that, and that's on order. And at the minute, we've got a 2-leg tripod, which you don't have to be a genius at mechanics to know that that's probably not going to work. And it's quite sharp, it's digging into my hand as we speak. And that's the gimbal that I refer to. All it does is it keeps everything stable so that we're not everywhere. And then, what else? So, and then we used these microphones that you can see. And we got excited in the pub, stood up to leave. And between ourselves, we managed to smash that. So I had to repair this in the motorhome. And by absolute fluke, we managed to do it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I did that with the house door key and...
Bit of muck and sweat.
Yeah. So that's also on order. So it's been quite an expensive trip, really. The motorhome obviously is battered. Dora likes to wake up at 3 in the morning. Pablo likes to bark outside the motorhome. And we battled the rain.
Yes.
But
Go on
it's
for rest.
been it's been such a good trip, and just for me, seeing parts of Wales that I never knew existed. One more thing to mention before we get into Llangollen is that throughout this season, all of the campsites and locations have been researched and selected by my lovely wife Claire. But now, as the summer season is coming to an end, we've got nothing booked for the first time forever. So we've got a bit of planning to do. When I say we, me and Claire has. So
Yes, so please send us any recommendations.
I know that we get limited for all the hardcore motorhomers like ourselves. In fact, it doesn't seem too long ago that we were at Poulsbrook and we were in about 3 inch of snow.
Yeah, quite like today actually, didn't we?
They were good. So we're looking for places that are open and that you want to have a look at as well.
That ideally have got like facilities.
Yeah. And one thing...
We're not wild campers, are we?
You're not, no. And the other thing is that we need to be quite local to Barnsley because at the moment we are not full-time and we are stretched for time.
Mm-hmm.
So Claire has a cut-off point at 2 hours and 4 minutes. If it goes 2 minutes and 5,
Nope,
no.
can't do it.
So we've got to go from that. We're prepared to do that, shall we say, from the Barnsley town centre?
I think so.
Okay, so from the town hall in Barnsley, it can't be more than 2 hours and 4 minutes. 2 hours and 5, she's not having it.
Oh,
okay?
no.
Nice to see Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings on their holidays. So in true St Chris style, we like to take you up the alternative route, whether that's intentional or not. This is actually where we meant to take you. And now we're back on track. We're on the river walk into
No, it's River
town.
D.
Here we go. Llangollen Station. For steam and diesel train services through the beautiful Dee Valley. Horse-drawn boat trips in the style of John Smith's. Don't know if it's even on YouTube, that. It's a heritage railway. You can see where you can go to.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's quite a long way because by the time you get there, it's snowing, it's winter.
I think it's 50 minutes.
To do the whole
Corwen.
thing.
Yep.
That's some place to have a beer. In fact, I'd like to go in there if you can get dogs in.
Yeah, definitely.
Frank Sinatra's been. Model railway shop. Oh no. What does that mean?
Oh no, Gage.
There's a team of kayakers coming down. Waiting for it rain. Now, every so often when we come out, we do bump into subscribers and they're really, really kind and offer us drinks. Well, I've been at the bar to get some Grolsch, not Peroni. Claire's been very, very well looked after. There are definitely worse places to get a beer. Some amazing views around here.
Massive table with one person on it.
Hey Claire, does he know you? Looks like he knows you. So we've just had a walk down here and we're in...
Yeah, we're in a pub called the Sun Trevor.
I thought it was a bloke who got a timeshare. Decent pub this, isn't it, Claire?
Fantastic.
Yeah, same rock.
In Wales, you have these cool little farm shops and you can come and get yourself some milkshake. So we're buying a bottle for £2
From the local farmer.
from the local farmer. It's the following day. Now I was going to say Borida, but it's actually the afternoon. I don't know that. But we've had a lazy morning.
Yeah, it's been lovely actually, hasn't it?
And quite a lot of admin, quite a lot of planning. And now we are heading back into Llangollen to show you what it's all about. There's a really interesting shop that we noticed, isn't there?
Oh.
It's not your normal type of shop. So we're gonna have a look. Look at this.
So the guy that owns the shop, there's a sign, and he says he's been doing it since 1974.
1974.
Yeah. And every animal that you see has died of natural causes. I don't know if you get many taxidermists nowadays. I don't know how you're qualifying it. This guy is registered, look.
Got to be registered. So here we are in the train station, and we're going to do the full experience. Llangollen to Corwen. Well, we've just been invited to go up into the driver's bit. Away we go.
This is exciting, isn't it?
You may remember Michael Palin's Great Railway Journeys, the programme the BBC made. It was the one where Michael Palin travelled by train from London. He went to his hometown of Sheffield, then all the way to the end of the railway network in Skye. You must remember the second series where he travelled on the railway network in Ireland to celebrate his 50th birthday. I loved that programme so much. The scenery was beautiful, the music serene, and they did a brilliant job of capturing the spirit of real railway journeys. For those of you that do remember and loved it as much as me, you may as well turn off now, because this lame effort from these two is all like it.
All right, so we've got to get into the front carriage now, Claire, after our experience.
You get on this one here?
What an experience.
I loved that. It was brilliant.
But yeah, that was very good.
We're in a place called Carrog now,
Yeah,
aren't we?
Carrog, yeah.
Really quaint little station. Little tea room.
The carriages are very well kept.
Quaint.
Because this looks brand new, actually.
Yeah. So we have a tip to sit on the right hand side, don't we?
Yeah, it's just right hand side is where all the scenery is. If you wondered how much it was, £25 each, and then the dogs were £3.50 each. Luckily, I've got a discount code for you. It's hashtag leave the dog and the wife at home. If you just put that into checkout, it only costs £25.
I've just received my final warning from the St. Chris team because they said my last voiceover wasn't aligned to the St. Chris brand. I've been put on an improvement plan, which says my job description is to give the information that they forgot to say on camera. It also says that if they want my opinion, they will give it to me via email. So here goes. Nestled in the heart of the stunning Dee Valley, the Llangollen Railway is one of Wales' most charming heritage railways. This historic line, spanning 10 miles, takes visitors on a scenic journey from the bustling town of Llangollen to the quaint market town of Corwen. The railway's story begins in 1862, when it was originally part of a longer route connecting rural communities in North Wales. However, in the 1960s, the line was closed due to declining passenger numbers. But thanks to passionate volunteers, the Llangollen Railway was revived as a heritage line in the 1970s.
The Phil Castle special. I thought that were a burger.
Okay, let's get a little cafe, I say.
Yeah, I think so. And we don't know anything about this because, if we're honest, we didn't even know where we were coming.
No, tourist information point there.
Here we are, and it's telling us what there is. Some shops, and there's the guy. So the railway, and then just walk down there. I think we should just go and
Let's just go and explore.
let's go and have a look.
Yeah, and come back in an hour.
Just follow these, yeah. They've got a map.
Should I look at my phone?
Just blindly following a group of people, making our way to a car park. I think we'll go that way.
I'd like a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I would, and a bun. So up to now, there's a museum, you can see. There's a hand car wash. So we've only got an hour and we've just done 40 minutes following these guys on a bit of a round
Wrong
robin.
way.
So, just for context, that's where we started, and then we've just done a massive 15-minute hike.
Look at that signpost there.
Yes. We've only got 5 minutes left. Quite a workout. Things to do.
Oh, there's a viewpoint, meadows, church.
Lots. Look at this.
Town.
Okay, let's get straight in.
So the gentleman on the train said to me, just not far from Corwen, if there's a big, like a mountain, if you walk up there,
Yes.
on a clear day you can see Rill.
It's like me in Lego with some Grecian 2000. Well, Grebens and co.
Nice butchers.
Who is this? Owen Glendower was the leader of a national revolt.
The father of modern Wales.
The father of modern Wales. So that hotel is community owned.
Looks like everything's closed.
It is a Sunday. So,
It's a Sunday.
so let's go back the other way and see if we can find somewhere where we can get some refreshments.
I think that's a great idea.
So we've got the post office. I can smell bacon. Can
Somebody's
you?
making cakes or something, yeah?
Park Hotel.
Even the chemist is shut.
I wonder if that's what I can smell.
Maybe the bacon in the back there.
Have you heard of them before?
No,
No, I haven't. Over 180 years.
must be local to here.
We don't have them, do we?
No.
You know where we live. Have a look round.
What's a sandwich bar?
Closed. It's closed, I think. Used to be a police station, but now it's get banged up here. Must be for honeymoons.
There's absolutely nothing open here.
So the pub's shut.
Even that shut.
That's it, Old Union Workhouse. And then we've got the museum. And there. And that's the train. Just leaving. Watching me, watching you.
Ah.
I think it's the most secure toilets that I've ever. Quite a secure toilet block. And you get filmed outside and then inside. It's 40p.
A wee.
40p. Can you remember when it used to be, I want to spend a penny? Now you got to spend 40p.
pennies.
Next train, 5 to 4. So we've got just over half an hour.
That's lovely. Nice place to sit there, take a picnic.
You can come and sit outside in well-kept gardens. Nice flower beds with, of course, railway sleepers for the boarders.
Of course.
Of course. If you're using the trains, there are toilets at the station.
Yeah.
Oh, 80p down here. Well, we're sat at the station and we've got a drink. Claire's gone for the tea. I've gone for a hot chocolate. Claire's also got a Kit Kat. And I've gone for a tiffin bar. I've never had a tiffin bar before.
And?
Well, what a tiffin bar is biscuit, raisins and Belgian chocolate.
Right.
If you do have a tiffin by yourself, then may I suggest that you insist on a gluten-free soiree? But it's got
Soiree.
soiree. Well, soiree, well, like an evening.
Like a gathering.
Just wanted a chocolate bar.
To recap, if you come on this train, stay on it. Don't get off. There's absolutely nothing to do here.
In the ticket office, the guy said, "Oh, have you seen all that there is to see?" And I said, "We think so." And he says, "Yes." I said, "But it is Sunday, so everything's shut." He says, "It's always shut."
How do people make money then?
Well, there are some businesses. So The sandwich shop was open. There's some hotels and some pubs, but they're closed. But this is normal. If you want some peace and quiet, I can recommend. Did you know that it's got 4.5% raisins in this?
No.
Mm. It's got emulsifier E475. The colour is E100 and E160B. And then it says unsalted butter, but then in brackets and in bold, milk. Did you ask for unsalted butter in your cup of tea? Unsalted butter, milk. So I'm sat with my hot chocolate. Claire's had hers already. And you can sit with your drink as long as you don't go to first class. Now, if you want to upgrade to first class, it's £1 each way.
Oh.
It's a bit of a bargain, really.
It's a massive bargain. It looks full.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you get. I just think you get comfier chairs. Who were the guy that used to have a wife called Booby?
Oh, who?
Called Booby, and he used to travel in.
John McCriwick.
He used to travel in first class. Well, his wife had to go in economy.
John McCriwick.
Well, that was an experience. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Start spreading the news. So the purpose of this video was to come to Llangollen, but as you can see, we've been totally distracted and we've gone here, there and everywhere. Now we're back and it's raining, so it's time to do a very quick and hopefully not too wet tour of the town.
Yes.
Now, we do like a good town, don't we?
We do.
We love a good town, but on this occasion,
Yes.
I'm hoping it's just this one street.
But the river here is UNESCO Heritage Site.
Oh, hey look, estate agents. What kind of prices
Let's have a look.
do we have round here? Oh, look at that one. Sale agreed, 225,000. Look at that one. Babs.
At the bottom, the white one at the bottom.
No, this one in the bit of the woods.
Yeah, that's lovely.
It is gorgeous. Welsh oggies. Do you know what an oggie is?
Oggy, oggy, oggy,
I think
oggy,
that's what it is. An oggie. It's a pasty. Yeah, blue cheese oggie. Oh,
Oh, what?
You what?
You what?
these nice little shops.
Toy shop.
Hey, look at this. A tiled pub. We love a tiled pub. Hey, it looks nice in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Proper boozer. So luckily it was a small town, which means that we don't have that far to go. So
Plenty of pubs and
we are
things.
now going to find somewhere to eat.
Do you like them?
Oh yeah, don't you?
I'm not bothered about them now.
Why not?
Put oven on.
Cymru merch, some spoons.
Yeah.
What are they? The Welsh Love Spoon.
What's a love
Handcrafted
spoon?
in, I don't know. A love spoon. Does anybody know what a Welsh love spoon is? Can you see that? Cottage tea rooms, traditional Welsh fare. Look at that.
You look in there?
Closed. But dogs are welcome there. I would have loved that.
Me too. But
Look.
it's closed.
Welsh cream tea. It's Sunday dinner time.
Get your big pudding.
That's not very nice, is it?
I'm really excited about this. Bones right. Won't even cut.
Well, that brings us to the end of our Welsh tour. We've had such a great time.
We've had a really good time.
We've seen some amazing places. North Wales has been just knockout. We're finishing as we started. It's fair to say we haven't had the sunniest of tours,
No.
but it's not dampened the spirits. So the last thing that I'd like to say, and then hopefully I'm not going to offend anybody, is Hwyl Fowl. I think that means goodbye. Might not do. Anyway, have you got anything to say?
Hwyl Fowl. Goodbye. Thank you, Wales.
Hey, you couldn't see it coming.